Alright guys, how are we doing? How's your week been of sneaker releases? I gotta be honest, it's been pretty slow so far. I mean, we're still rolling up into December time where a lot of the brands obviously are going to be dropping some of their most anticipated stuff. Listen guys, even though this week has been a little bit on the drier side, we've got a ton upcoming very soon. This week upcoming, of course, we got Black Friday, which is a big shopping event. A lot of brands may potentially shock drop some sneakers that we haven't seen or heard of. And you know what we're doing here today? We're covering the upcoming sneakers, the news, the leaks, the rumors, and of course the recaps of what went down. So let's start over there. Let's start with a recap. Let's talk about this sneaker right here, the Jordan 1 Bordeaux. These dropped yesterday on Saturday. And this is actually a pretty interesting release. You know, like I, in my head, kind of felt like, yo, these are going to be super hyped. Everybody's going to want this pair because I just thought they looked super clean. Of course, I did a review, and generally speaking, the reception of this shoe was everybody kind of said how much they liked it. Now when it came to the release, a lot of people were saying that these were sitting, they were just kind of a little bit meh. And it kind of reminds me when the Midnight Navy ones dropped, you know, they had a metallic swoosh as well, and they were kind of similar color blocking. And even that pair of sneakers I thought was super clean, but didn't get that much hype. So I guess it's probably pretty imaginable that the sneaker kind of went the same route. Now, personally, I think they're super clean. And of course, I'm going to ask you guys, did you manage to grab them? Obviously, I did an early review, so I did get a pair in. I had to pay like triple the price, so I went for them on release day, and I didn't manage to get a pair. They did seem relatively hard to get from my perspective, but I don't know. You guys let me know down in the comment section. And then that was pretty much it for the releases. I mean, that is all I really can think of right now. If you guys know of any other sneakers that dropped and you managed to get, let me know down in the comment section. But with that being said, let's get into some of these sneaker releases because we got a big episode ahead of us. So let's do it. Let's talk about this one right here, which I thought was pretty interesting. The Nike SB Dunk High Passport. So if you didn't know what Passport was, no, it's not the thing you use to cross borders. It's actually a skate shop brand in Sydney, and they are collaborating with Nike on this very interesting pair of Nike Dunk Highs. This looks really like, I don't know how to say it. It maybe reminds me of like an old train or something, like a steam engine. I don't know why I just thought of that, but that's what this reminds me of. It looks, there's a lot of green, there's a lot of nice materials, there's a lot of embroidery on here. It does look very high quality. Is it my favorite? Not really. Now, if you are interested in this, we don't have too much information, but we do know it should be dropping sometime here in 2021. Not very much time for these to release, so it should be upcoming within the next few weeks. Just wanted to give you a quick look if anybody happened to be interested, but let's keep it moving. So holiday season is right around the corner, and today's video sponsor Karma is going to help us all out by making sure we're getting the best prices and deals when shopping. Karma was previously known as Shop Tagger and is a Chrome extension and an app. And when Black Friday rolls around, or when you're shopping for your friends and family over the holiday season, you're going to save a ton of money using Karma. Last Black Friday, I actually got a pair of Balenciaga sneakers for 50% off, which is unheard of thanks to Karma. Let me tell you how this works. On Google Chrome, just install the Karma Chrome extension. After that, anytime you're shopping your favorite websites, you can save any item you want to be notified of a price drop. This also works on mobile. Just shop through the app and get all of your savings over there. I put all my shopping in categories, which is super helpful. I create mine by brand usually, like Adidas or Nike, so I can easily find the items from the brands that I wanted to buy from. If you're shopping on your computer, Karma has this incredibly helpful feature where when you're at checkout, it scans the internet for any coupon codes that can be applied to your basket. Another really awesome Karma feature, when you're shopping through one of their select retail partners, they'll give you cash back and to a charity of your choice. I use Karma every time I'm shopping. It's helped me save a ton of money. I highly recommend it, especially during holiday season where we're all going to be doing a little bit more shopping. So visit the link down in the description below to start using Karma's free Chrome extension today. Save yourself a little bit of money. And with that being said, let's jump back into the video. And let's get into some Yeezy news. Listen, we've been speaking about this freaking sneaker over and over again. Well, finally, I hope this is the release date, but again, we don't know. Originally, this sneaker right here, the Yeezy 350 Blue Tint, was supposed to be dropping here in November, and then it got pushed to December, I guess, because again, I told you guys about that notification I got from an End Clothing raffle that they were going to be dropping on December the 16th. Well, now it's looking like they're going to be dropping in December, but on the 22nd. Listen, I know it's confusing, and I know there's a bunch of different release dates being thrown around, but that tends to happen when it comes comes to early leaks and rumors. We never have anything final until the brand actually releases official images and then sets a release date in stone. Hopefully this is the set in stone release date and it doesn't get moved around, pushed to 2022 or anything like that. I am excited for this one. I know a lot of other people are as well, but hopefully we now finally have a release date, which is December the 22nd. All right, we did speak about this one, which is interesting to say the least. Now, we spoke about it a good few weeks ago, potentially even a few months ago. This is the Acronym Blazer, a very interesting, confusing looking pair of sneakers. So this is Acronym Nike Blazer Low, and this is a new purple colorway. This sneaker looks crazy, destroyed and cut up all over the top, like not even in an organic way. It just looks distressed in a very juvenile, using scissors kind of way. It's got little pieces of material flaking off the top, and then if you take a look at the back, there's this huge plastic looking contraption, which I ain't gonna lie, actually on foot they do not look too bad, especially with those cargo pants. I think that they could be a vibe. Either way, this pair of sneakers is apparently coming here in 2021. We're gonna have to wait and see. There's so many things that still are yet to be releasing here in 2021. I would not be surprised if a lot of it gets pushed to 2022, unless we just have an insane December of just every single day is going to be a new sneaker drop. But either way, we do have some very close upcoming confirmed drops, and that starts with this one right here. This is the third or the fourth colorway of the Patta and Nike Air Max 1. This is a black and white colorway, something that I think is probably one of the cleanest out of all of them. I know it's relatively plain, but this is such a nice pair of sneakers. I loved the other two colorways, the Aqua and then what was it, the Monarch colorway, was that it? Now this one apparently is going to be releasing very, very soon here in 2021, and in fact we do have a release date on another colorway, which I'll talk about in just a second, but I do think this is a very clean pair of sneakers. This is the one I wanted to mention to you guys. This is loaded up right now on Nike sneakers. Why don't we just get into that one, because we don't have a release date for this black and white colorway, but we do have one for this maroon colorway. This one is going to be dropping on the 24th here in the UK, and then I believe, when is it? Sometime, I think the 26th in the US. I remember I spoke about this, guys, last week, the Blazer Low, something that I don't believe is the most popular sneaker for a lot of people. Like the other colorways all did pretty bad in terms of how people were receiving it. Most people didn't seem to really like it, but maybe this triple Kaws collaboration will change your mind. So this is the first one that we've got official images of. The Team Red colorway, of course, it has a bunch of other colors kind of involved there. I believe it is November the 27th, at least for this colorway right here. I imagine they drop all of their colorways on the same day. I don't imagine they do like a week or two separation, and I believe they're all 2021 releases. So speaking of the other colorway, we have this one right here, the purple, and then of course last week I showed you guys the blue colorway. That's another one that's going to be dropping, and I believe it's just those three. Either way, like I said, November the 27th, if you like any of these ones. All right, we got some very, very small looks at an upcoming Ambush and Nike collaboration. We're not going to spend too much time because literally we've got a very small picture, and that is this right here. Yoon of Ambush teases the return of the Nike Air Adjust Force. This pair of sneakers right here, which I gotta say looks pretty damn cool. I believe that's what she's wearing right here. I don't know if this picture on the right is the actual shoe or whether they just took a picture of a Nike Adjust Force and then put it together. I'm not too sure, but either way, apparently that's what Ambush's next project is. Probably going to be a 2022 release. We haven't heard too much as of right now, so I imagine it's something for next year. Right, we got another look at a 2022 release for Yeezy brand, and that is this one right here. Super exciting, guys. Look at this. I bet everybody's going to be super excited to hear this piece of news. It's a resin colorway on an MNVN. Nothing too special here, guys. Look, I mean, it's like a duller phosphor colorway, I guess. It looks very similar, just like maybe even just desaturated version of the Phosphor 700 MNVN. I don't know what they're going to be doing to this sneaker. I mean, maybe if, you know what, I feel like the MNVN may just need a V2 like maybe if they did an MNVN V2 and they just updated the materials to be a little bit better, people would love this sneaker. There's just something about it that people don't like, and I feel like from my point of view, a lot of people seem to be mentioning the materials, like the material quality just isn't there, and people don't like to be paying that high retail price for this sneaker. Now, I personally like the MNVN. I think it's a good sneaker. Now, I do have to kind of agree with you guys, the materials aren't the greatest. Now, maybe if they made a V2 with just better materials, I don't know what they could do on top, but just made it a little bit more, I don't know, durable, just feel like a little bit more premium, but kind of kept that technical modern design that it has, I think it could be a banger of a sneaker. But for right now, we're stuck with the regular one, and we're going to be seeing a bunch more colorways coming very, very soon, February of 2022. So you don't have to wait too long if you were excited about another colorway of an MNVN, even though I believe you can get a lot of the other colorways for like under retail. Either way, if you like this one, be on the lookout, February 2022. All right, this one's going to be super quick because we pretty much have zero information on this. It's a post from House of Heat because there was this image of a patent royal pair of Jordan 1s that has been kind of floating around the internet, and this is the image that we have right here. That is it. Nothing else. This could be a custom, this could be a fake, this could be anything. We don't have that much information, but all we know is that this picture exists, and it's leading some people to believe that they could be dropping next year in 2022. I mean, this year they did the patent breads. Who knows? Maybe next year they'll do the patent royals, which I think would be pretty cool. Again, I'm not a big fan of patent leather Jordan 1, but yeah, like I said, not much information. Potentially this is an actual thing, but grain of salt. If we get any more information, I will update you guys. A pair of black and blue Jordan 1s that is coming has been pushed back. Take a look at this one right here. This is the Marina Jordan 1. Again, we knew that this was going to be a January drop. Again, it got pushed back, I think a couple weeks or a week, from January 15th to the 22nd, so I did want to just mention that. But as far as like any change of information, that's pretty much all we have. This is a very solid colorway. I think a lot of people are going to like this. Whether the Jordan 1 will still be as popular as it is right now by that point, we'll just have to wait and see, but I think it is a very clean colorway. And yeah, January the 22nd looks to be the release date for this. Another sneaker that has been pushed back is this one right here. I did have a few people mention to me the Yeezy Ash Gray 500, supposed to be dropping on November the 20th. Well, guess what? We didn't have a release. Well, it is supposed to be now dropping in December. So it looks like a lot of sneakers from Yeezy brand, from Jordan brand, are all going to be dropping in December. This sneaker is pretty much identical to like the last 3 Yeezy 500 drops. Apparently, we're supposed to be getting a shock drop of like the utility blacks on Black Friday from Yeezy brand. So I don't really know what's happening there. But as of an exact release date, we don't have that. I just got to let you guys know that these are delayed. So there you have it. I'm not too excited about these. I mean, we've seen 2 or 3 other colorways that look identical. They haven't changed very much. So I'm pretty much set for this pair of sneakers. All right, we pretty much got a set in stone release date for the Salehe Bembury Crocs. These 2 colorways right here. This is the tannish colorway, and then of course we also have official images of this green colorway. Personally, I think I'm more of the tan Salehe Bembury Croc colorway guy. I think this one looks super clean. There was also a white pair, however that one's going to be a friends and family only, so these are going to be the 2 general release pairs, and they are coming on December the 14th. Not too sure how these are going to be releasing. I did see a list of different retailers, and apparently it is going to be worldwide. I even heard that like Size is going to be doing a raffle here in the UK, so there should be a decent amount of stock of these. Of course, Crocs website will have a release of these as well. I don't imagine they're going to be too hard to get. I know that the hype is there for these things. I know that people are going to want these, and I know that they are going to sell out and probably resell. So just a heads up, if you wanted these, be on the lookout. December the 14th. We got an interesting pair of Jordan 3s coming around the corner very soon. And it is this kind of patchwork camo colorway. So take a look at this. I actually thought that these looked pretty cool. Like, I mean, I don't know how well they're going to kind of match, and I don't know how they're going to look on foot, But as of these images, I don't think they look too bad. I mean, the material is interesting. They kind of remind me of like the Sacai Jordan 4, except obviously instead of a denim Sacai pattern, this is a bunch of different types of camo, very army colors, a lot of browns and dark mossy greens, with obviously the traditional camo pattern on some of the elements. Now, one thing I don't particularly like is the fact that they are two different color blocking pair of sneakers. Like, I wish they kind of kept it the same from the left to the right, but it's not too bad. I don't think it's a terrible looking pair of Jordan 3s. These are going to be dropping very soon on November the 29th. So if you wanted to get your hands on this pair, I believe raffles will start popping up pretty soon towards mid to end of this week. Now this one's a little bit left field. We've randomly got a pair of Yeezy QNTMs that kind of popped up out of the blue. Only recently started seeing some early images of this. This is called the Amber Tint Yeezy QNTM, and it's dropping on November the 27th. So I mean, this looks super similar to the, what were they called? Inflame something? Inflame? Whatever they were called. It looks damn near identical to this. It's another Yeezy QNTM that is definitely going to be sitting on shelves. If the Onyx doesn't do great and it doesn't completely sell out easily, then this is definitely going to be sitting on shelves. Like I said, the QNTM is finding a bit of a hard time to grasp mass market and for people to really like this sneaker. I love it. I love the Onyx and I love the OG, but some of these other colorways just seem to be like, meh, okay, you haven't really changed too much. Same color midsole, same color toe box, same color back panel. We're just kind of changing the, you know, the side knit on the sneaker, and that's about it. But still a solid colorway. I do think it looks pretty good, just not that big of a deal. November the 27th, if you wanted to get your hands on this QNTM. G-Dragon Peaceminusone, we got another sneaker. This one right here, this looks pretty interesting to say the least, called the Quando one. This is the pair of sneakers right here. This looks pretty cool. December the 3rd, if you wanted this collaboration. Again, it's something that looks relatively cool. I imagine it's going to be pretty limited and hard to get, like some of the Air Forces that they've done, but it's still a cool looking pair of shoes. Little update on the Jordan 13 Court Purple. This is our best looks yet. So here we go. Take a look at this. Black and purple Jordan 13. Looks pretty standard. It definitely is a nice color blocking for a pair of 13s. January the 8th is going to be the release date. I imagine a lot of shoes are going to start to be kind of pushed back. I imagine these potentially could be pushed back as well, but I did just want to show you these images because, like I said, it's the best looks that we've had yet. So yeah, if you're looking forward to 2022 sneaker releases, this is going to be one of them. All right, the next one, we've got some more information on this pair of Travis Scott's. So this is the Nike Air Trainer, the light smoke gray colorway. These look pretty interesting. You can see that's the brown colorway that Travis is wearing. And then we've got some other looks. These sneakers are looking to come with like a shroud over the top that kind of pops into place. As you can see, there's all of these popping points that you can stick this shroud on. I don't know who's going to be wearing it with the shroud, because if I can find a picture of it, it looks a little bit awkward. All right, it doesn't look like they have a picture with the shroud completely on. Either way, this is a pretty good looking pair of shoes. Not really my favorite by any means. Apparently these are going to be dropping in spring of 2022. However, my next story may just kill this information dead in the water, because we've got some information on the upcoming Nike Air Max Travis Scott ones has been postponed. Now this is obviously part of a bigger conversation, something that I never really felt qualified to speak on, or just like my opinion doesn't really matter on the subject. But of course we know the Travis Scott incident, tragedy, whatever you want to call it, that has led to a bunch of lawsuit and a bunch of bad PR going towards Travis Scott. Whether that's justified or not is something for you to decide. But when it does come and kind of bleed into the sneaker industry or what he's doing with his sneakers, of course, I'm going to be talking about it. And of course it has. Nike has obviously seen this, and they don't want anything to do with dropping a pair of Air Maxes so close to such a tragic event that happened at his Astroworld concert. So they pulled it. They pulled it from the Nike release schedule, which was supposed to be dropping on December the 15th or the 16th, and it is no longer loaded up on the Nike Sneakers app. Now, whether this is going to affect their relationship in terms of making sneakers in the future, we don't really know. We're just going to have to wait and see. Does Nike completely stop working with Travis Scott? I mean, we've got a bunch of shoes that look to already be in production. The reverse Jordan 1 low mochas. We've got just those trainers that I showed you. All of his like 5 different colorways of Air Max 1s. There's like a bunch of stuff that he was going to be working on with Nike, and they're looking to potentially stop working with him. I can't imagine Nike would want to do that. I mean, he's got to be a big money maker for them, especially in terms of hype. Like, Travis Scott and Nike have made some of the most hyped sneakers to drop like for a very long time. So yeah, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't really want to speculate either. I feel like we're just going to have to wait and see until we get more information on what is actually going on, because we haven't heard too much as of right now. But of course, I will keep you guys updated. This was something you were looking forward to, or maybe it's something you want nothing to do with. Either way, let me know down in the comment section. But that is our last story. That is all I've got for you guys. A lot of stories to run through, a lot of little updates to give you guys. I want to thank you guys massively for coming through and hanging out with me every single weekend. I do truly appreciate it. Again, we do this every single Sunday. If you want to come through next week, feel free to do that. But with that being said, thank you so much for coming through, hanging out. Thank you for liking, commenting, and of course subscribing. I'll catch you guys in the next one. But until then,